NAV facilities are getting a lot of attention right now. So they're basically just a loan to a fund, generally a private equity fund, where the collateral is some version of the fund's portfolio, meaning the portfolio company interests themselves or the equity of the entities that hold the portfolio company interests. So NAV facilities are especially useful for later stage funds where the fund maybe has depleted capital commitments, so it can't access financing through some capital call facility, for example, and instead it can get financing through the value of its portfolio, and that's the benefit of using a NAV facility. NAV facilities are also a useful tool to facilitate investments for acquisition financing, particularly in this market where acquisition financing can be difficult to come by. The fund can borrow on its NAV facility and push proceeds down to support the acquisition. NAV facilities have a lot of other benefits. In addition to being able to delay the exit for a particular investment until realization when the investment perhaps is valued at a higher amount, they can also be useful to distribute proceeds to investors to the extent you can get liquidity to investors. That really makes managers stand out right now. And also just supporting the ongoing operations of any portfolio companies by pushing proceeds down into the portfolio company. The technology for NAV facilities is not new. It's just an asset-based loan. And the hurdles that come up with implementing any kind of asset-based loan are the same across the board. Lenders are really interested in diligencing the underlying asset. And what's tricky is just that the underlying asset is essentially all contractual rights of, the particular portfolio investments or the equity of the portfolio. And another consideration for any diligence relating to NAV facilities is just the consents that you might need under the underlying documentation. Like with any financing, a private equity client would be focusing primarily with respect to NAV facilities on the economic terms, right? They want to be focused on the pricing, the borrowing base, any eligibility criteria in terms of what counts in the borrowing base, and then also any prepayment requirements under the facility. Particularly where the collateral is a long-term illiquid asset, in the event of a foreclosure, the borrower doesn't want to have to be selling it in a short time frame. They want to have enough time so they're not selling it at fire sale prices.